Adam was unable to read the expression on the slick black face of the alien, with its hard crust and solid black eye orbs resting on the surface of a pointy head, but the tiny round mouth was producing sounds that Adam's universal language bug translated. They were words of desperation and panic.
Yet they traverse unopposed to Tactoria, where billions will die unless we stop them.
You've seen the data, Commander.
I wish there were more we could... Yes, there should be more the expansion could do to protect us.
I don't represent the expansion.
It matters not. You move within the branches of power. You have access to strength that we do not.
Believe me, Gix, if we could do something, we would. But it's early in this war with the Klin. We're still working on countermeasures.
Yet you come here this day with none, not even to test. You are here to observe the death of a civilization.
Adam fell silent, intimidated by the unblinking glare from the alien's eyes. For a moment, his sickness shifted from the pungent smell to the regret he felt for Gix and his people. Although several million would survive the attack, as the Tactorian said, billions more would not, along with their structures, monuments, historical relics, and more. For all intents and purposes, this was the day the Tactorian race would go extinct. Those aboard your fleet, as well as the thousands you're taking from the planet as we speak, they'll form the core of a new Tactorian civilization.
Why did they not accept our offer of surrender and cooperation?
The alien questioned, ignoring Adam's words of hope.
Others have been granted such, yet not the Tactorians.
He was right. Every world approached by the Klin had offered unconditional surrender, along with the cooperation of the population to build their killer robots and black delivery ships. 32 were approached, 6 were granted clemency, while 26 civilizations perished. Even the Tactorians had begged the Klin to accept their surrender, as they were continuing to do even as the black ship approached their home world. But the Klin remained silent, resolute. The black ship continued along its path, moving through the system at 9/10 the speed of light, scheduled to arrive at Tactoria in 4 hours.
Perhaps the Klin have not faced such fire as we can deliver. Perhaps...
Twice your number of defending ships met the Klin at Scion 3, but they opened fire and lost over 300 ships before the fleet could retreat out of range. I implore you, do not make the situation worse. A small flash through the forward view screen caught Adam's attention. He turned in time to see a thin shaft of light streak across the black of space. The line reached a point in space where it stopped and spread out, wrapping an invisible object in a faint green iridescent glow. Before he knew it, 100 other streaks all converged on the same point in space.
"Get us out of here, now!"
Adam cried out.
"Leave? We've only just begun the battle." "All you've done is charge their weapons. Their shields absorb energy and feed it back into the ship. The Klin don't have a choice now but to attack your ships to bleed off the excess, and they'll do it with a weapon far more powerful than any of your shields can withstand. Get your people out of here."
All eyes shifted to the drone cameras tracking the Klin warship. The vessel was now encased in a shimmering shell of green light, while torrents of white and blue energy flared away from the shields, only to arc back and re-enter at the forward and rear tips of the vessel. As the Klin ship absorbed the energy, a dozen powerful laser beams shot out from points on the hull, targeting Tactorian ships located several thousand miles away. Traveling at nearly the speed of light, the beams reached their targets a split second later, passing through overloaded diffusion shields and burning through helpless hulls with impunity. None of the initial targets were spared. The Tactorians were too close. Those farther away began to change course as they witnessed the fate of their comrades. All the while, the defenders continued releasing salvo after salvo of flash cannon fire from their rear turrets. The Klin ship didn't attempt to evade the incoming balls of plasma energy. Instead, it took them in, repurposed the energy, and sent it back out to destroy even more Tactorian ships. Gix realized now the truth in Adam's words. The laser weapons of the Klin had 100 times the range of flashbolts.